Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to WebDocsNetwork. I wanted to spend a little bit of time with you today to show and walk you through the actual physician consultation module and platform for WebDocsNetwork. We've certainly had a fair amount of questions from potential members and consultants on exactly how the interaction works between our patients or our members and consultants and our physicians. So I thought it would be a good time to walk everybody through so they see exactly how the module and platform functions. Okay, so let's get started. When a member or consultant wants to interact or have a consultation with a physician via webcam or telephone or email, they're going to start at their WebDocsNetwork website. They'll begin by clicking on the consultation link at the top of the website. Once they've signed in using their username and password, it'll take them to the WebDocsNetwork consultation module. This is the home screen that you will see once you are in the actual consultation module. Now from here, let's say you want to speak to a physician immediately. You would merely click on the Doctor on Call, which will take you to the Doctor on Call page. First thing you'll do is select a provider type. As a general rule, you'll start with a general practitioner and then your chief complaint. Now there's a drop-down menu with a variety of conditions for which you may be calling. So you can either choose from the list from the drop-down menu, or you can say I don't know and certainly add any additional comments or concerns. But for example's sake, let's say we're calling about a cough. No additional comments needed. It's a fairly simple condition. And then you would select whether you would like to have that consultation on video or you would like to have that consultation by phone. If by phone, it's going to request that you enter a phone number through which the doctor can call you back and initiate the consultation. Let's say you wanted to do it by webcam or by video. You would select that so that the video icon is highlighted and merely hit connect. So the Doctor on Call icon is really there in the event that you would like to have a consultation immediately. The next method by which you can initiate a consultation is to schedule a visit. That is to say, you want to pick a time when it is most convenient for you to actually have a consultation with a physician via webcam or telephone. You can schedule a consultation by either clicking on the Schedule a Visit icon that you see here, or you can click on the Schedule a Visit in the navigation bar up top. So let's go ahead and click on Schedule a Visit, and it'll take you to the following page. As you can see on the upper left-hand side of the screen, you're going to find a calendar. So if today is not convenient for you, you can actually select a future date that you would like to schedule a consultation with a physician. There are additional options that you can utilize. As an example, if you would feel more comfortable with either a male or female physician, you can actually request a gender of the physician. In addition to that, you can select a language other than English if that is your preference. Now let me close the language drop-down menu and let's talk about the information that's available about the physicians that I can schedule a consultation with. Now let's take the first physician, Dr. Andrew Basili, I believe is how you pronounce his name. What this is showing is that he's available by webcam, by phone, or by email. Now, by just clicking on the Details button, it's going to provide me with additional information about this physician. As an example, he's based in North Barrington, Illinois. He has a license to practice both in Florida and Illinois. His subspecialties are emergency medicine, occupational medicine, and aerospace medicine, and he does not speak any additional languages. Now, if you want even more detailed information about this particular physician, you can actually click on View Current CV. That'll give you information in reference to his educational background, his associations or affiliations, as well as his work history. So now let's go ahead and open up his CV to see detailed information on his background. What it's going to tell you again is go through the educational background and give you all of his training as well as all of his associations and employment history. So you can actually scroll down and get very, very detailed information based on a timeline of his qualifications and his certificates. So let me go ahead now and close down this physician's CV. And if you are satisfied on his qualifications, then you can click on the request appointment to schedule a consultation. So there you have the two ways that you can initiate a consultation. One is immediately, and second is to schedule an appointment when it is most convenient to you. Now let's go back to the home page so I can show you the other features of the WebDocsNetwork platform. One very useful tool is the health reference. It is an interactive health reference search in the event that you have a medical question. So for example's sake, I'm going to put in coughing. So as you can see, it's going to return a variety of answers when I typed in coughing. Now what's great about these answers is that it is actually provided by health professionals, so physicians that are actually in practice, and this is what they would recommend or explain to their very own patients. Okay, so let me go back to our home page on the consultation platform, and let's look at the next area, which is my health record. Again, you can click on the icon in the center of the page or click on the link on the navigation bar. When you first join as a member or consultant, it's going to ask you a brief medical history and ask you to create a profile so there's a reference point when and if you need to consult with a physician. It's going to ask you questions that are going to be very similar to if you went to a physician's office initially, and they're going to ask you to fill out a health questionnaire. So in your opinion, it says, do you think your current medical health is good, fair, or poor? Has a variety of conditions, and you would just check off yes or no. And any other conditions or symptoms that you don't see on the list, you can certainly add to that list. Ask you if you're on any types of medications, if you're allergic to anything. Ask for your BMI calculator, which you input your weight as well as your height, and it'll tell you what your body mass index is. In this example, it's 21.6, which is considered normal. Blood type. Organ donor, yes or no, drop down menu there. You can put in your insurance information, and again, for example's sake, let's say this person has Blue Cross Blue Shield, and contact information. So again, name, relationship, and phone number, and you can delete or add additional emergency contacts as you please, and even upload a picture of yourself if you'd like. The next area is My Pharmacy. So if you click on that, it's going to ask you to input the pharmacy of your choice or your primary pharmacy. As an example, if I were to key in 60611 as a zip code and ask it to search, it'll bring up all the pharmacies in that area. For this example, the pharmacy that I have chosen is the Walgreens drugstore on Michigan Avenue. Next is providers. If you have chosen to allow physicians access to this back office and your medical records, it would show you which physicians are allowed to see your information. Moving on is your primary care physician. You can input the information of your family doctor or primary care physician or any specialist that you have a relationship with now. Next, consultation history. If this individual had had any consultations, and if they were in webcam form, you would have a history of on which day, at what time they had a consultation. Now this is very important because those webcam consultations are actually recorded and archived in your back office with the rest of your medical information. So in the event, let's say it's a day after you've had a consultation with your physician, the physician prescribed you a medication that was electronically transmitted to the pharmacy of your choice. You went and picked that up. But you're thinking back now and saying, did the doctor say to take 2 pills every 4 hours or 4 pills every 2 hours? Well, by clicking on the archived webcam interaction, it will actually replay for you both your side and the physician's side of the video webcam conference that you had. So you can replay the video and know that the doctor said 2 pills every 4 hours. The next feature is records. You can actually upload your medical records so you can centralize all that information into one place, and even if you're traveling wherever you may be, as long as you have access to the internet, you'll be able to recall your medical records. Again, for demonstration purposes, we've uploaded blood work results for Thomas Charles. So let's go ahead and click on that. It's in PDF form, and there it is. Let's open that up. And what you'll be able to do is actually see medical records. This was done back in July of last year, and you can scroll down and see your results, which you can share with your physician if you'd like during a consultation, so that you and the physician can converse about, and he can advise you on areas of concern for him based on the reports. Okay, let me go ahead and close out the lab work. And the last area is electronic vital records. Basically, this is a quick one-page glance at your health history as well as your vitals. So your home address, notify Tony Charles in the event of an emergency, notify Tina Charles in the event of an emergency. Here's John Smith, my primary care physician. Blue Cross insurance information, medications none, allergies none, medical conditions or diseases none, blood type and organ donor. So this is a quick down and dirty glance of all the information that you've inputted into the system. Okay, let me go back to the home page once again. Now there's one other method by which you can get medical information or advice, and that's the message center. So you can access it here through the icon or click on the message center on the navigation bar, and this is the page that it takes you to. Okay, the My Messages is pretty self-explanatory. At the moment there are no received messages and there are no sent messages. Now the Ask Medical Advice is the additional tool or avenue by which you can get a consultation or information about a specific condition. All you would need to do is put in a subject and detailed information about the condition that you're concerned about, and you'll actually have physicians responding to your email, and you'll find them in the My Messages folder. So there you have a very detailed overview of how the WebDocsNetwork physician consultation module actually works. I think you'll agree that it is a phenomenal platform that gives our members and consultants unlimited access virtually immediately to U.S. licensed physicians 24 hours a day, 365 days a year from anywhere that they have an internet connection, access to a telephone, or have the ability to email. I want to thank everyone for joining us on our webinar this afternoon, and I urge you to get back with the person that introduced you to this webinar, and let me be the first to say, welcome to the WebDocsNetwork family.